Good morning. I am back for lesson 47, A Course in Miracles. Today's lesson says, God is the strength in which I trust. This lesson is getting at the idea that if we trust our own strength, there's no reason why we're not apprehensive and anxious and fearful, because there's so much outside of our control, right? And we can't predict certain things. Our ego tries planning and plotting and strategizing and all of those things to grasp at some level of control, thinking that that will keep it safe. But in reality, your real strength is underneath that. And I think what the lesson is getting at is that, God is the strength in which I trust. Now, my critique is that they do use some grandiose language here, basically, quote, what would give you the ability to be aware of all the facets of any problem and to resolve them in such a way that only good can come? And what is in there that gives you the recognition of the right solution and the guarantee that it will be accomplished? Initially, I read that and my nervous system says, oh my God, yes, that is complete certainty, safety, and only good can come of it, and it's fucking guaranteed. Like, who wouldn't want that? But I feel like they maybe used that flowery language on purpose, perhaps just to get us out of the lull of ego thinking, like we're so used to just like, I've got to do it all myself and I control everything, when really, if you get to a deeper level of understanding, at your core, once again, there is that person who can remain calm and steady and factual and neutral no matter what is going on around. And by viewing a situation from that lens, you're probably going to become more aware of the different facets of the problem, right? You're probably going to make choices to resolve it in a way that feels best, at least, from the information that you have in front of you. And that in that moment, that is the right solution. But you're still not necessarily attached to outcomes and having it go a certain way. You just know that you've approached it from I'm going to call it your higher self. But, again, we're back to the God is the strength in which I trust. So you're trusting your higher self. You're coming from that place of steady neutrality and calmness. And when you approach any problem from that angle, there's typically a better outcome than approaching it from our ego mind of, grasping and controlling and whatever angle you come at. But that feels safer and the other feels weaker because there's so much out of your control. Not exactly sure if that's where they were going with this, but that is what came to me today. And the lesson was just, sit with that thought. When certain situations, problems that you're dealing with come up, try to look at them from that angle. So God is the strength in which I trust. Let's go get it. Have a good one.